Periyar Maniamma Institute of Science and Technology, Tanjavur. Great learning, greater future.
வெல் லிட்டில் டாக்ஸ் இந்த சேனல் உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா இந்த கண்டென்ட் எல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள், சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள்.
So, hi Shrima, and before saying it as Shrima, I would prefer to say as Mathuli, because your character is getting like people are celebrating you actually for few scenes also. People are literally celebrating you. Congrats for that. And how proud did you feel like being in the such historic adventure film, Ponniyin Selvan? Even though you come in a few scenes, but something has to be like. How proud did you feel?
I think I was in quite a disbelief until the movie came out. I think I was in a disbelief that I was a part of it. I think until I watched myself on screen, because I'm not an actor, right? And this is not something that I saw myself doing. And I'm a Bharatanatyam dancer, and for me to be able to do this, it was quite. I really couldn't believe that I was being on screen, and so the entire experience for me was more of a I can't believe this is happening more than anything else. Yeah.
Really, if you are not an actor, but being in such big universe, it definitely would feel great. Okay, I just want to know the audition time moment actually. What did the Mani sir say? How was the audition went?
So the thing is, I didn't actually test for this role at all. There was another role that I tested for, but then they told me that this is there. Would you be willing to do it? And I think that is when it started, and I said yes, of course, because I think I've grown up watching Mani sir's films.
Yes.
And I definitely wanted to be a part of this. See what a movie works like. See what everything behind the scenes work like. I think more than anything for me, it was a huge learning experience that I wanted to be a part of. So yes, which is why even when they told me that this is a very limited role, I said I would love to do it. I would definitely love to be a part of the film, no matter what. So yeah.
Okay, but what was the role you was auditioned for?
So I was actually auditioning for the role of Vanathi.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes. But at the same
That's
time, I was
okay.
extremely young at the time. This was in 2020. I was like 21 years old. Right.
Yes.
So, yeah, it was quite a different experience for me.
Okay, that's very cool. So, how did the people with you celebrating it? Like, if you come in a scene, but people outside, strangers are celebrating it in a very good way. People saying like, I have added her in my crush list. But what are your friends and family members saying to that?
So I think my friends and family members, so most of them did not know that I was a part of the film until they actually went and watched it, because I hadn't really told anybody. And so I think the first set of messages that I got was, I can't believe you didn't tell us that you're a part of this. And I was like, I'm so sorry, but here I am. And because I didn't have any dialogues, and I think that is the beauty of Mani sir's films, is that each frame is beautifully set up. And they work so hard on each look. I remember the amount of time they spent perfecting that one look in that one scene, right?
Yes.
For days before the scene even happened. And I think that level of perfectionism and that level of vision is what makes every frame in each film of his so beautiful. And I think that is the reason people are appreciating it than me being there. I think it's how everything is set up, and he makes everybody look so good. Right?
Yes,
so I think that's wonderful to be a part of.
Okay, that's very nice. So when you auditioned for Vanathi, what did Manisa say? Can you share any moments from that, from the 2020 part?
From my screen test, yes. So I still remember when I went for my script, it was very sudden. They asked me if I could come and test for this role, and I was in Bangalore one day, and then I was in Chennai the next. And I don't know Tamil. And I'm a Kannadika. I've rarely watched Tamil films. Like growing up, I watched Tamil films, but thankfully subtitles have helped me catch up to them. Right. So for me, it was I think a very, very, very difficult experience where I was flustered, and I had no idea what I was doing, because, as I said, I'm not even an actor, let alone a person who knows it. So being in front of such a legendary man for me for the very first time, I braced myself a little bit, and I said, okay, let's do this, even though this is not something that you've done before. And this would be an experience for you nevertheless. And I think meeting the man for the first time was amazing. Was absolutely amazing to see the person who's made all these beautiful movies that I've watched, to see the thought
Yes.
behind it, even though I got very limited time with him while I was auditioning as well. It was very, very interesting to see the way a person thinks. And because you only see the end result, at the end of the day, that is
Yes.
what you see. You see a film, you don't see everything that goes on behind it, all the work, all the thought, all the approach to each character, to each scene. And so, even when he was telling me what to do in the audition, um, I think I don't know if I got all of it right, if I got any of it right, to be really honest. But to be there in that moment for me itself was a great thing. So that was nice.
But talking about money, sir, I want to know how the progress goes, like on spot action, or how he teaches the people around him, like how he get the acting from them. I want to know it, like on spot process.
From what I saw in the very two scenes that I am in, very limited that I saw, is he knows exactly what he wants. And even I think what I really loved the most about watching him was his eye for composition of a scene, the way each thing is placed on screen, because I got to observe a little bit of that even when the other scene was
Yes.
happening. And I could see that he could place everybody exactly where he wanted. And then from there, the actors was so good that when he told them what to do, they could produce it so naturally. I think for me to be over there, to see how each element of that works, Mani sir telling them what to do, and them just very so quickly just getting it right. Even for me, he told me exactly how to walk, in what pace to
Oh,
walk, what to do with whatever you see me doing is exactly what he's been telling me to do. That is it. There's nothing that I'm saying, okay, I'm going to take a creative liberty and do something there. It is exactly what he tells you to do, because he has that much clarity in his vision as well. So
yes.
that was my experience there.
Okay, that's very nice. And talking about the set experience, I want to know because it was shot in a same city, I think so. Did you get a chance to meet Trisha ma'am or Nandini? I mean, Aishwarya Rai ma'am.
I actually didn't, because I didn't any scenes with them, and
Yes.
I think they were so efficient with their shooting. There were so many things happening at once, and everybody
Yes.
was busy all the time. I could see that on set. I mean, it was the most efficient set I think I've seen. And
Okay.
yeah, I didn't really get to meet anybody. I did meet Shobita ma'am briefly, because I'm such a huge fan of hers. I think I've watched her
Oh,
in Made in Heaven, and I mean, I loved her so much. But I didn't really get to meet anybody else. I met Rahman sir, of course, because we shared the scene. So that
yes,
was
yes.
nice. I think he was a very
So,
sweet
who
man.
is? Oh, yes, he is actually. So, who is your favorite character? Like we know that in the
In
film.
PS, I
Yes.
think personally my favorite characters are Nandini and Kundavai,
Oh,
because it is the way both of these actors, very legendary actors, have portrayed the characters. Even though I have not read the books, from everything that I've heard about these characters, I could make out that they have done their very best to do justice to the roles. And also, I think it is the way that Maniratnam sir has portrayed these characters with so much of emotion, as well as I think when you're showing political female characters, especially, you have to be very careful, right? The way that you
yes.
show them, the way that you show their character, who they are as people, how strong they are as people, how they lead in their own ways. And both of these characters being such strong female characters, having their own very distinct elements, I think that is why they become my two favorite characters.
Okay. And in the நாட்டோட ராணி நீங்க, you have to pronounce it in Tamil. So difficult task.
Okay. Can you say that again?
எந்த நாட்டோட ராணி நீங்க?
In the
Queen.
Enna or in the
எந்த?
நாட்டோட ராணி நீங்க.
Ah.
I'm the Rani of Rashtrakuta.
Yeah. Okay, that's very nice.
Okay, not
Actually,
bad.
yes.
I think that much Tamil skills I have to
Yeah.
understand
Yeah,
that.
you're speaking good Tamil only. You should learn it actually.
Yeah, I think I'm
Okay,
actually
so
making an effort, because I have a couple of Tamil friends now, so I'm trying to
oh.
learn the language.
Okay. Okay, maybe if you have been Vanathi in that movie, which part would be difficult if you have
Which
been
part would have been
auditioned and
difficult if
selected?
I was Vanathi? I think
Yes,
all of it,
exactly.
because all of it is in Tamil. So,
Yes,
and
of course.
it's in
Mainly the
ridiculously like
major part.
tongue twister level Tamil.
Yes.
So I mean,
So
even
it's
when I
a
was
10
watching the
summer
film,
actually.
Yeah, it was so hard for me to keep up unless I was reading the subtitles because it is so pure. But at the same time, I think as a South Indian, I have one advantage. All of our
Uh-huh.
languages sound slightly similar, so somewhere in the
Yes.
tone you can make out
Yes.
what is going on. But other than that, yeah, I think it was ridiculously hard to follow
Yeah, the
without
language
subtitles.
part would be slightly difficult, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. Actually, people are celebrating you, even though you come with a teeny tiny part. And we would love to
Extremely
see you in
sweet of
all
them.
summer movies. Yes, of course. There's so much meme spreading over there. I can see it. I'm very happy for you. And we expect you in summer movies, actually. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for
Thank you
spending your
so
time.
much for doing this, Barney. It was lovely, lovely speaking to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Same here. Bye.
Bye bye.